Ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 U.S. Open Women's Champion, Iga Swiatek.
And that's our iconic moment brought to you by Cadillac.
2 weeks long nights, now they got here. But only one champ leaving on top here. The grind, hard work, but you know it don't stop here. Really trying to push in the top gear, man, what a scene. Alcaraz going for the chip at 19. Like, talk about a dream, and a stage like Beam, and he still stand out. Now we really know what this young man bout. He never had no doubts. Now he got Rude in the rearview mirror. Coming to the court, better see you here. There's Norway and Spain, the feeling's insane. They repping the places they came. It's all on the line, all in the name of the grind. And it's time that a champ get crowned. They've been around, now it's time that they hold their ground to get down. Better make some sound, you better make some.
Welcome everybody to the Change Up Show, the final episode of our show for the 2022 US Open. I'm your host, James Andakis, here as always with Michelle Yu.
Oh, hi.
Pretty relaxed on the sofa.
It's our last day and it's just you and I. That's what I like.
Hey.
Excuse. Oh, no.
Here comes Nick and Monica.
This is our...
Just sit down. Just sit down.
Sit
Stop.
down.
Just sit down.
Sit down.
Oh.
You too.
Well, look, as we've got you guys here, let's delve into your tennis knowledge. A fantastic final yesterday between Iga Swiatek and Ons Jabeur. Monica, we'll start with you. A day of firsts as well. Many congratulations to Iga and some fantastic tennis.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely amazing when there's so much history being made, especially here at the U.S. Open. I think we've seen it all. But what it really means to them and to their countries to be a part of that history, to be breaking barriers, and it's so heartwarming.
Nick, obviously another first. You were commentating on the junior wheelchair matches. I mean, fantastic to see those. What did you sort of make of that experience?
No, it's just fantastic for the U.S. Open to have junior wheelchair. That hasn't happened before at any of the slams. They're trying to create a pipeline for the wheelchair players. It was an honor to call that match and to see those players the opportunity to be at a slam, and then hopefully the other slams are going to follow suit.
And talking of firsts, first time for you in the President's Suite, Michelle.
Ah,
I mean,
wow.
we know that you love to
fancy.
eat, you love to drink. Did you watch some tennis as well?
Well, let me correct you. It was not my first time in the President's
Oh,
Box,
of
but
course
it was
it
my
was.
first time in a women's final
Oh, okay.
in a President's Box, and it was amazing. But what I love about the women's final yesterday was the tidbits of everything that happened. Iga, afterwards, the U.S. Open officials putting tiramisu in her trophy. That was amazing.
And the stars on her jacket.
Yes, and the stars on her jacket, and Ons Jabeur helping Iga
That
Yeah,
with
that
her
was awesome.
collar.
Cute.
That
Yeah.
was cute. Those are the things that you get to notice in the President's Box, James. Maybe one year I'll take you.
I can be your plus one, maybe. And Nick, just a final thought on this. The crowd wanted one more set, didn't they? Ons Jabeur fighting in that final tie-break. It just wasn't to be, though.
The second set was amazing, and Ons Jabeur fought to get back into that match. What a great atmosphere. The Tunisian fans, the Polish fans, they did want that third set, but I thought Ons really represented herself well, and that's what you want to see in a final. I know she's disappointed, but a great atmosphere for it.
Yeah, certainly. Well, look, now it's time to look at match insights with IBM Watson, the AI-powered fact sheets that get you up to speed on every singles match at the US Open. And as we switch gears from the women's final to today's men's final, this is Watson's latest analysis of today's final, selecting Carlos Alcaraz to win the men's final. Well, these figures come from a comprehensive analysis that includes scores, statistics, and expert opinion. That's IBM Watson's analysis. But if you want to have a go, check out usopen.org/match insights to share your own thoughts on the match. Well, that's IBM Watson's analysis. Let's delve into this a little bit ourselves. Monica, I mean, this just promises to be Ruud versus Alcaraz, an absolute battle.
Yeah, I see it more like fire versus ice. Alcaraz really has to come in guns blazing today. And Alcaraz, he needs to really just make Ruud feel like he has no time on the court. Ruud, on the other hand, he really needs to take advantage of those weak points on Alcaraz's serve.
Yep.
And as well, just, what I just see, it's so much easier said than done here on the couch. So, when you're competing for the world #1, for your first Grand Slam title,
No
all
pressure.
this blah, blah talk means nothing.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm just looking forward to see the most stellar final that we've seen in many years.
Definitely. I'm going to come back with predictions in a moment's time, but I'm just going to throw it to Nick. I mean, Ruud has almost kind of quietly been going about his business, I feel, here at this slam. Hitting incredibly well, stormed into the final. I mean, what are you expecting from this match?
I mean, I agree with Monica. I think it is fire versus ice. I think we watch out for the forehand. I think we watch out for the physicality of Alcaraz, spending those 3 back-to-back 5-set matches.
Fun fact,
Yes?
actually, there was like a thing that I saw that our ESPN people sent to us that he spent more time on court than probably binge watching the 3 Lord of the Rings movies.
It's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
20 hours on court, over 20 hours for Alcaraz. So watch for the physicality. And like Monica said, playing for number 1, playing for a Grand Slam title, that's a lot of pressure for these guys.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about how much time Alcaraz has been spending on court, but he's answered the critics every single match, hasn't he? You know, 5-setters don't seem to be a problem for Alcaraz. If this one does go to 5, Michelle, has Alcaraz got enough energy, do you think?
Oh, he's 19 years old. Of course he has enough energy. I mean, he is going for a Grand Slam and world number 1 at the same time.
Yeah.
Actually, a couple of years ago at the U.S. Open, someone asked him what he wanted to achieve, and he said, I want to be a Grand Slam champion and world number 1. He can do that all in one day, so I can assure you that he will play 5 if he needs to.
Are you back in the President's Suite? Would you be drinking and eating for this final, or will you actually be working
I am not, but
today?
I will be on the grounds with the honeydews watching the match, as always, as I always loves to do that.
All right, so that is the men's final today. The other final that is taking place is a battle between me and James. And James, I hear you've been trash talking a little bit.
Come on. No, it's
Him?
a funny show. I don't trash talk. What are you on about?
By the way, James, I heard you got a big match. What's going on there?
Yeah, I'm playing Nick McCarville at tennis, and I'm going to mentally, physically, and emotionally destroy him.
Wow, look at you.
Nick McCarville, my friend, you're going down, clown.
Wow.
Wow, just what Prim said there. Wow.
Wow.
I didn't
Okay.
know you were going to see that.
All right, so why don't we settle in for this one, and while we make our way down to court, you and I, James, I love that trash talk, actually. Our kidcaster, it's Miles. He's got our final weather report for the U.S. Open, day 14.
Hello, I'm Next Generation Kidcaster Miles Richard, here today with your Day 14 U.S. Open weather forecast. There's a 50% chance of rain, but not to worry. With the hit of a button, Arthur Ashe Stadium converts to indoors. So everyone, especially Carlos and Castro, will remain dry for the men's finals. That's your U.S. Open weather forecast. Let's go back to the changeup.
Pressure is on my partner, James. Let's see what he can do.
Nick's getting his, Rafa routine. Oh my goodness, look at that. Nick's got the grunt and everything going. He's approaching the net.
You are out there on your own. You just get the W for me. I have nothing to say to you. James, that was horrible. Horrible.
Focus, Nick. I love the pre-scream before the scream.
Very good at this.
Well, they were just hitting for half an hour before I got here, so. Oh, the counts!
Come on, come on!
You have match point, buddy. Grab Nick! Oh, no!
Well, geez, it's an honor and a pleasure to present myself and Monica with the first ever U.S. Open Cup, because did we win?
Listen, I
just
want to
checking.
explain something here. Those giant tennis rackets are a scam. Like, if you try and hit the ball hard with them, the ball
It
just
goes through the net.
And
Wow,
your
I'm
racket
hearing
was
some
better than
excuses.
ours.
And you know
I'm
what?
hearing-
You know what,
they
Nick?
cheated.
Talk all you want. You have an Olympic gold medalist here.
I know.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
cheers to our cups at the U.S. Open.
You know what? Cheers. You and I are going to cheers anyway because we're great. We're just great. We're great people.
Oh, man.
So
too
we're
good.
done.
Rematch next year. All
Rematch
right?
with
Let's go.
proper rackets.
Mixed doubles.
Mixed
We're
doubles.
there.
I'm down
We're
for that.
there.
Come on.
And you guys are so on.
Yes.
Yeah, we're ready.
I mean, it's been fun. We'll see you
It's been
guys
great.
next year. Enjoy the final, everybody.